This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store Forged Irish Stout. Delighted to be joined the European middleweight champion Tyler Denny here in London. No time to rest at all for yourself. After Saturday night, you're back in there, and it doesn't get much bigger than this. Hamzah Sheeraz, Wembley Stadium, literally about a 5-minute walk from us there. Just sum up to me like these past, I suppose, like 4 days, I guess, from everything that's happened.
It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Like, 1 second you're buzzing after Saturday night, and then I've hardly slept because I never have to fight anyway. Like, I had about an hour's sleep, and then Sunday chilling a bit and get a call. They mentioned Hamzah Sheeraz at Wembley. I was like, no. But then I never heard nothing a bit, and then Monday was just mental, like phone calls here, left, right, trying to get the deal done and that. And it wasn't until last night, about 10:30, they says, yeah, it's done. See you in the morning. I was like, whoa, whoa. But it's madness, man. I'm buzzing with it. Big fight, Hamzah Sheeraz, AJ undercard, Wembley Stadium. All that's great, but I'm coming to win. Do you know what I mean? The occasion's not going to get the better of me or anything. I'll be switched on. I need to ease off, if anything. I've just had a fight, so I'm not going to go crazy yet. But when the time's right, in September the 21st, I'll be firing on all cylinders.
Just before we do get into the Felix Cash fight, I did sort of want to talk to you about it, like this whole idea of you fighting on a Saudi card in Wembley and all that. Like, I remember doing interviews with you previously, and it was like we not in a obviously respectful, but we sort of joked about it a little bit. Get on a Saudi card and this and that. But to see it actually in fruition now, and from your hard work, like how sort of you're there to win, but it's also like this is some journey.
Yeah, 100%. I think it was like 2 years today I beat River Wilson Bent on Coventry for the English and the Boxer show, and going from there to here. And I've always said, I've not hid about it or tried to make it about anything else. For me, it's all about making as much money as you can. Do you know what I mean? Obviously the belts are nice and stuff, and it normally comes together. But when this offer got to me, like put towards me, I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? I was absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, I've beat how many people that everyone told me I wasn't going to beat. Do you know what I mean? So I think like I've earned it. It's not been given to me. I've earned it, and I feel like everyone. What's that? Everyone. I think me and my team believe in myself, but not many people are going to say I'm going to beat Sheeraz. But we've got other plans.
Do you feel like in a way like you've almost like won the hearts of the British boxing fans in a way, like you said, like it really, there's always an emphasis on like the hard way and how on the hard road, and everyone has it tough in boxing, but for yourself, like it was almost sort of like it was knocking after English contender after English contender, and I remember for so long like you were like, bloody hell, when am I going to get a British title shot? And obviously having the European now and having that door open, like it is like you're getting everything that you earned now.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you're right about winning the people over, but even so, I've seen like a few comments already saying it's been a great story and I really love him, but sorry, he's got no chance. And I get why people are saying, no, I don't take no offence to it at all. Do you know what I mean? But people say that on every fight that I have.
Yeah.
It's up to me to keep proving them wrong, and more important, proving myself right. I believe in myself, and I think the better our position, which is this is another step up from Cash, 100%. Then the better I'll be.
Just looking back on that Felix Cash fight now, how do you reflect on it? Because like it's a good win, but obviously there was sort of like it getting stopped on a cut, and that like most people would have thought. The whole opinion was the fighter got stopped with a punch because of a cut, but obviously the referees deemed that being a head clash for some reason. But like, how do you view it now? Is there any like bittersweetness from you that it couldn't go on for longer? Yeah,
it was a bit of an anticlimax. I thought that it was just a matter of time till he was finished. His body language is just, and my corner kept saying, look, he don't want to be in there. He does not want to be in there. It would have been nice to proper beat it out of him till the ref had to stop it or he got knocked out. But, I don't be too spoilt. It was nice because I think the kind of disrespect towards me in the build-up, saying it was a warm-up fight and all this and all that, and the push at the weigh-in. So, it was nice to take his out, basically. Yeah, take his out and just humble him, man. Yeah, that boxing will humble you. I don't think you can go around like that. You'll get humbled. So that's a lesson to other people.
I was going to say, was there any point, because even at the launch presser, like, he was like saying stuff like, I think he said like, you're not worth a carrot or anything like that, or just crazy things like that. And you were obviously going back and forth then. And then obviously happened on fight week as well with the push at the weigh-in and sort of a little few comments that he made. Was there ever any of that point where it like got a little bit under your skin, would you say, or does that sort of I suppose does that motivate you, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a cool guy, to be honest. I mean, I think you'd have to do a lot more than that to get underneath my skin. I got underneath his skin, that's why he pushed me. Yeah. He was rattled. But that's the worst thing you can do, really, is you push someone, because then you just let everyone know how rattled you are. And I just thought, it's all right. I never really reacted. I know you can't, there's about 20 security there. But I just thought, I'm going to beat you up tomorrow, so it's okay. And it's just going to make it that much sweeter. Do you know what I mean? So, and it was as well, to be fair, it was good. I think he kind of got... I could see his point of view if he said whatever, it's a cut and whatever, but I think that cut saved him from a beatdown.
And I suppose when you look at it now, just picture, I suppose, like Sunday evening or Monday morning or like Monday or anything like that. I'm sure you're like thinking, I've just had I've had a really good win. Talk to me about that experience, I suppose, when either Errol Johnson or Ben Shalom's on the phone and like, listen, Tyler, mate, get ready, because 12 weeks later we're going to rock again, and it's even bigger this time.
Errol rang me up and I never really thought nothing of it. I just thought, I mean, I've heard certain rumours, not rumours like this before, but about other fights, and nothing's ever come off it then. But then Errol's rang me again Monday, and then Ben's rang me as well, and I thought, wow, this is serious, man. This is serious. Then we was busy all day Tuesday, went to then Sky Studios and stuff, and then we still wasn't any more clearer then if it was going to happen or not. And then Tuesday night got the definitely happening, and I was like, what? Couldn't sleep, man. I thought, fucking hell, this is mad. Like I said, I got 4 kids. I'm moving house at the minute and stuff as well. Well, we've put an offer in and been accepted, so it's all long. But you start thinking about them sort of things, how life's going to be a lot easier financially. But that's all well and good, man. But I swear, I'd change it all, man. I'm making sure I win. Honestly, like I'm that competitive. It's about winning for me, and I don't think I need to tell anyone that you see my performances. I go in there 100% to win, and I'm confident that's what's going to happen in September.
I was going to say that, like, for yourself, the opportunity is great, the experience is great. Wembley Stadium, it's important to appreciate that, but also important to understand. Listen, I'm here to take Hamzah Sheeraz out, and there's a real job to do, and it's important, I suppose, not to like. I suppose like it's a typical thing that actually gets said in football, but important for yourself that don't play the fight, not the occasion, I guess. Yeah,
well, definitely. I think obviously now it's all fresh. Do you know what I mean? I think I thought Portugal scored then. Yeah, it's all fresh now, so it's time to get excited about that. But that'll die off, and I do it with a lot of things, to be honest. I don't really, maybe I don't take it in as much as I should do, really, but I look back on it, and then it's more the memories when I look back on it, and I think in the future I'll look back on this occasion when this happened and probably enjoy it a bit more then, take it in a bit more then, but at the time I'm there to do a job, man.
I suppose now, just focusing on Hamzah Sheeraz, obviously coming off a real good stoppage against Amo Williams, Riyadh season ambassador. So I mean, it's it's quite clear to us who obviously Frank would be favouring and who sort of His Excellency would be favouring. But you plan to, suppose, almost like win over the fans. Well, you've already won over the fans, but plan to do them again in a fight against Hamzah Sheeraz. Yeah,
listen, I understand why they're all behind him, and that is, I think, he's a great role model and a great fighter. I think his performance against Amo Williams was world class. But saying that, I'm a European champion and I've just defended the European belt against a guy, I mean, he probably shouldn't have been, but he was still ranked number 8 in the Ring Magazine ratings, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I just beat him quite comfortably. So I deserve to be where I am right now. I deserve to be fighting people like Hamzah Sheeraz. And I'm the champion, do you know what I mean? Let's not forget this here. I know he's got the bigger name and stuff, but that's all irrelevant to me. It's going to be me and him in there, and I feel like I'm going to come out on top.
From you saying that there, and you said that I'm the champion, it's something you mentioned it before the Cash fight as well. Is that coming from like a part? So is that coming from somewhere like it's like put some respect on my name? Would you say?
Yeah, I'm not so much with Hamzah. I think he's a respectful guy, and I think I don't get the same sort of feeling where I felt like Cash was proper looking down on me, belittling. In fact, I don't think that's going to be the case with Hamzah, but I'm the champion from my own mindset, and I'm going to show people why I'm the champion. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going in there to go and give it a go. I'm going in there to dominate, man. Do you know what I mean? And show why I'm the European champion and why I'm going to still be the European champion when it's all said and done.
Just before we do wrap this up, you mentioned there about sort of you got 4 kids, and you got just recently bought a house, and looking back to like 2021, 2020 when you were sort of doing the plumbing and that, and getting up early for doing that. Sort of how would you look back then to now and look at that journey? I guess that I suppose you're obviously completely there to win on 21st September, but life will be a little bit different after that.
Yeah, 100%. It's everything that you could have dreamed of and more. Do you know what I mean? And realistically, you think if you was going to get in this situation, that was my goals. But it'd be, I don't know, in 10, 15 years down the line or something. So to do it, not so much the boxing sort of thing, obviously it was financial and that, but to do it in the space of 2-3 years is unreal. And I've got to thank my main sponsor, SLR Construction, because that's the guy who put the faith in me to say, I mean, you're good at this, but you need to be doing it all the time. And he gave me a month off work for Derek Azazi. I won that fight, and he said, "Wow, that was fucking the bollocks. You need to have a year off work." And I was like, "I'll still have a year off work." I asked my work, and they says no. He says, "Fuck him. I'll help you out. I'll give you a year's money. I'll pay you wages for a year." And it's been like nearly 3 years now, and he's still paying it and still winning. And I got the support. And without that guy, Steve Sankey, I 100% won't be here now. Whether you can have as much wanting to do it as you want, but if you've not got the time to put the hours in, that's a big factor for me.
Definitely, and I suppose we also, Wembley is amazing, but we can't forget the roots as well. Obviously, you did headline in Birmingham, previously headlining in Wolverhampton as well. We do see a Frank Warren card as well on July 20th, where Liam Davis is obviously fighting Shabazz Massoud. I heard his brother's fighting on that card as well. Just chatting to Errol and Paul there. More emphasis on their journey, because it's not just you going through this, it's them going through it as well, and everything's thriving at the moment, as we always say, and I think in every interview.
Yeah, I'm happy for it, man. I'm happy for them. They've put, I couldn't even tell you how many years they've put in, like 20, 30 years of work, and it's all small, all shows. In the last few years they've picked up, and obviously got myself. I think Zach Parker's out on July 20th as well. Liam Davis, his brother Bradley Thompson, Owen Cooper's fighting Echo Esteban, great fight. The managed Heaney as well, Brad Pauls. Do you know what I mean? So it's good that them actually getting a bit of recognition and a bit of financial stuff. It's like people want to moan about percentage that you give your coaches or your managers and that, and they don't only give it them when you're getting paid well. But there's been times when I first started off and they've trained me for 8 weeks and probably got 100 quid. Do you know what I mean? So it's mad. You have to give and take the good and bad, don't you?
Just as we close this off, a final one for myself. I suppose, how does it envisage Wembley Stadium? You walk out, the stadium's packed, Hamzah Sheeraz is in front of you, AJ on the card. How does that all envisage and play out in your mind ahead of, I suppose, September the 21st at 7 p.m, I guess?
Yeah, it's well, I don't know. There's announcing it. There's going to be put with like chief support. I think it's definitely because of Hamzah, not because of me. But what it is, man. But imagine coming out to Wembley. Say if it's like 9:30, infiltrate pumping. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is going to be, mate. That was pumping at Resorts World, let alone fucking Wembley Stadium.
Mate, it's going to be madness in there, and I'm buzzing for it, man. I only can see myself winning. I can't envision myself losing. But it's going to be a great fight. I'm going to be 100% game for it. He's going to be game for it. He's confident. The best man to win, and that'll be me.
For sure. Tyler, as always, thank you for taking time to speak to me. Always good to catch up with you. Brilliant to see you today. When I heard the call that you was fighting, I was absolutely happy, delighted and happy. So, yeah, all the best, mate. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you, mate.